And my God, how many flags can they throw in this game? I mean, seriously, it has ruined the entire flow. I mean, this staff, this crew seems to think that they get paid by the flag, because literally every play a yellow flag is coming out. It's just ridiculous. It's ruining the game, in my opinion. But the Bills, you can just see that they're just playing slow. The Jags, who have stayed, over the entire course of the week after playing their last week, beating the Falcons, they're much more comfortable, much more crisp. Trevor Lawrence really distributing the ball all over the field to all of his receivers, moving it around, while the Bills are having difficulty really getting anything going up until the last drive of the half there. So we'll talk about that. And of course, the injury report. Listen, it is chaos here in week 5. We already found out Saquon Barkley is not playing. Deebo Samuel, not 100%. That just came out right before I came on here. He's going to be limited during the game. So, Austin Eckler is not playing because of the bye. All, the Seattle players, all the prime offensive players in Seattle are on a bye. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, there's just a lot of guys who are out this week. It's just insane. Javonte Williams may not go. They're going to try him out. I might be forced to go with Tyler Algier as a running back 2 today. I just have nobody left. I'm, one of my teams, I have no Mike Evans. I have no Kenneth Walker, who's on the bye. I have no Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's injured. I'm going to have no Javonte Williams. That's all on one team. So, and that's a team I have Josh Allen on as well. I really need him to pick it up. Now, as far as the game today, Allen 13 of 18. You really can't blame Allen. He's not getting protected well in this game. The Jags, like I said, much more crisp, both offensively and defensively. Trevor Lawrence, on the other hand, 16 of 23 with a touchdown pass. Like I said, he's spreading the ball around. And again, Christian Kirk, for the 4th week in a row, is the leading target man on the Jags, 4 for 63. Travis Etienne, who is doing nothing on the ground, has contributed through the air, 3 for 38. Calvin Ridley, 2 for 30. Again, he's making the big play. He's making the big play down the field, but he's just not generating any sort of consistency. So the frustrations continue there. Zay Jones back on the field. He's got the only touchdown, 3 for 23. But it is good to see that Kirk is still heavily involved with Jones back in the lineup. Because remember, week 1, Kirk was barely playing more than 60% of the snaps. He's out there still for the majority of the snaps today with Zay Jones back. Jones is the one who's not out there as much. So they seem to have flip-flopped, and why not? Evan Ingram, 3 for 22. He could have had a touchdown that he dropped. So pretty much everybody contributing for the Jags. Meanwhile, Buffalo, Stephon Diggs. I mean, how good has Stephon Diggs been this year? 4 for 39 and a touchdown. Gabe Davis, 3 for 28. Not much beyond that, though. I mean, James Cook is 3 carries for -2. So if you're a James Cook owner this morning, you're in big trouble, like right off the bat. Things have been really bad so far for James Cook owners. And really, Josh Allen, that 1 touchdown notwithstanding, not much better for him either. So, we're going to go over all the injury reports that's coming out in about 15 minutes. And, of course, your guys' questions. I know you guys have been posting a lot, so I'm going to get to those as quickly as I can. Just keep posting away if I miss your comments, because, the chat tends to get a little busy. I don't know if Javonte's playing, so they're going to test him out before the game to see if he's up for playing. I have a feeling he's not going to go. I think they want to really take a look at this Jaleel McLaughlin kid. It's that's just my opinion. I'm not basing that on anything, but I'm not sure he's going to go. Yeah, Mark, you know what? That one league, I pretty much have resigned myself to the fact that I'm going to lose. I'm just hoping to get lucky. That's really what it comes down to when you have that many guys on a bye. And, when I did the draft, remember, I traded during the season for Kenneth Walker and Mike Evans. So I did not have these guys when I drafted all on the week 5 bye. It just, once I realized that Drake London was shit and Rachaad White as well, I traded those guys into a Tagovailoa and multiple deals to get Kenneth Walker and Mike Evans, and it just so happened they had the same bye. So, I mean, listen, there's going to be a week every year for all of us where we just have no chance based on the bye and injuries and whatnot. So that's the case there. My other league, I'm playing the second best team. So I'm 4-0, but the other team that I'm playing is considered the second best team. So it's going to be a dogfight there. Now, I did take the Jaguars. So there was some betting comments. I did take the Jaguars with the points to 5.5 because, again, the adjustment for the Bills I thought was going to be difficult for them. So that's why I wound up going with the Jaguars in this one. And, I mean, the Bills, they got that late touchdown. They could still make a game of it and still cover, but I felt good about that bet. Taylor getting big money. What is CMC worth? All right. So CMC is not going to get a new contract like that. It's just, I don't see that happening, Charles, at his age. I could be wrong. But let's get into this with Jonathan Taylor. So listen, I didn't see that coming, right? I mean, wow. So he got a 3-year deal. It was a good deal. He's only behind McCaffrey and Kamara now in terms of pay, average salary per year. And Saquon Barkley, this got to drive Saquon Barkley crazy, right? And Josh Jacobs too, for that matter, because those guys were fighting for a new contract in the summer. They didn't get it. And now Barkley's hurt. Jacobs has not played well up until last week. So, is there hope for that, for these two guys? Maybe. I think Jacobs more so than Saquon, because I think the Giants are just tired of all the injuries with Barkley. And, like I said in the video this morning, I do think that they're going to listen to offers on Barkley. They have no chance to win this game today. And then next week against Buffalo, same deal. They're going to be 1-5. So why wouldn't you listen on Saquon Barkley? Right? It just makes sense. Now, Taylor in the fold. Is he going to be on a snap count? Probably. And I think Zach Moss, his value is completely torpedoed. He's still worth holding on. The injury threat is real with Jonathan Taylor because he's missed so much. He pretty much missed the whole summer. So a soft tissue injury is a very real possibility. So I still would keep Zach Moss rostered. But Taylor is a top 5-6 running back, hands down, right? He's not going to catch as many passes with Anthony Richardson, a quarterback, and he was a moderate reception guy as it is. And of course, Richardson, who's I believe already got 4 touchdowns on the ground, is going to continue to do that around the goal line. Brandon Cooks to pick up Breida. Have a wide receiver depth. Cooks pick up Breida. Listen, Breida, don't use any giant player today. Even Darren Waller is borderline. Like, that's how bad it is, John. So you know what? I wouldn't use Breida either. Zay Flowers, Aaron Jones. Jones is going to go. I think they're just baiting him a little bit this week. I still would go with Aaron Jones. And listen, if he doesn't go, I have him on that team I was telling you guys about. Whatever. I lost. Just who gives a shit at that point, right? Saquon didn't cry enough. I don't know if crying is the right word. Listen, I do feel for Saquon Barkley. We have $1 super chat from Mark Engelson. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. I do feel for Saquon Barkley. He's a really good player. He's not the guy he was as a rookie. He's lost a little bit. Charles, yes, start Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice is one of my favorite sleepers for today, by the way. But getting back to Barkley, I really do feel for him. He's been a team first guy. He's at that age 26 where he's only going to get that one contract. So, he's been hurt a lot. He's always done right by the Giants. So I get it, but it just doesn't seem to be happening there. Would you play Khalif Raymond today? Yes, I am playing Khalif Raymond in the flex. I picked him up when I realized that there was going to be no Amon-Ra St. Brown. And again, the same team I've been telling you about. I have Amon-Ra St. Brown. I have Khalif Raymond in the flex. There's nothing I can do, right? It's just I'm hoping for the best. Bench Ridley for Marquise Brown. Yeah, it hasn't been great for Ridley again. Literally the third or the fourth week in a row now. Hasn't been good. Which I'm shocked at. I'm still a Ridley truther, but I'm starting to get a little bit shaken now. But we still have a half to go. I feel like dropping Kincaid already. Yeah, Kincaid, this is not Sam Laporta, right? I mean, Sam Laporta has been the best. So, that's just facts. The Bills just cannot run the football today. I mean, this Jaguars defense is solid, but I mean, this is just pathetic. Happy Sunday, Rain. How are you? St. Brown is not going to go today. We'll find out officially in 10 minutes. I'll be shocked. Listen, if he does play, guys, he's going to be on a snap count. So I would be very careful. The Lions are really hurting. Jameson Williams is on a snap count today. That is happening. Jahmyr Gibbs is out. There's another back that's just Josh Allen can't hit the broadside of a barn today. Jesus Christ. Jahmyr Gibbs, we talked about this yesterday. It's just he was overpriced. As simple as that. He was overpriced when he got into that third round late in summer drafts. So it's going to be tough today for the Lions. And that's why I took the points, the 9.5 or 10, whatever it is. And Gabe Davis is down for the Bills. I believe that's Gabe Davis. So it's gonna be a tough day for the Lions. And again, I thought the points. That's not Gabe Davis. Dawkins, excuse me. The TV's far away from me. I can't. I saw the 3, and I thought maybe that was Gabe Davis. It's Dawkins, the lineman. And the Bills. Like, how many guys have gone down injured today? And again, is that dehydration? Is that the body clock? Like from the flight over? Who knows? But I mean, they're losing guys left and right in this game. It's insane. Christian Watson, if necessary. I'm not a Christian Watson guy. Just never have been. I'm starting Aaron Jones. Yeah, I have him in one league. I have no choice. There is nothing on waivers I can pick up. So if he doesn't play, then oh well, I lost. Like that's I've already, like I said, going into this week with that one team, I'm already up against it. So whatever. At that point, I just won't care. Better stash Rice or Wilson. Are you talking about Garrett Wilson? So Rashee Rice, I really do like a lot. I think he's going to have a huge finish to the season for sure. It's man, the Bills just can't get anything going today. Like I just don't understand it. And as a Josh Allen owner, this is really frustrating today. Like I'm just hoping that they can get something going. They're getting blown up at the point of attack. Like, I mean, the Jag defensive line is just owning this game so far. Got Wan'Dale Robinson, or have you say his name on the Giants? Yeah, Wan'Dale Robinson is not bad. I mean, they throw a lot of short dump offs to him. It's not, he's a good athlete. Oh, Michael Wilson. That's right. No, Rashee Rice. I love Rashee Rice as a player. And again, I gave you guys the stat the other day. He's only out there for about 50% of the snaps, but when he's out there, his target percentage is right near the top of the NFL, talking about Rashee Rice. So, he's been really good on a per snap basis. DJ Moore, CeeDee Lamb, rest of season. Boy, that's a hard question to answer right off of that game on Thursday night. I don't like the way the Dallas offense is utilizing Lamb right now. Ferguson's getting a lot of targets. They're running the ball a lot. And that was the fear coming into the season with Mike McCarthy. He's like Pete Carroll. He wants to run the ball a lot. And I was worried a little bit that was going to impact CeeDee Lamb to a point, and it has happened, right? He's just not getting the targets he got early last season. Hey, there's another flag. Wow. What a surprise. So, I mean, if I had to bet the house on it, I would have to go CeeDee Lamb because I'm not 100% sold yet that this is the new Justin Fields, but listen, he's been really good. Like there's no doubt about it the last couple of weeks. And Khalil Herbert, that's a real shame. The injury, it is a high ankle sprain. So 3 games is going to be it. Roschon Johnson, who's coming back from a concussion. Donta Foreman is a pickup, but I'm not going to waste my time with that because he's just as completely undynamic a runner as you can get. But the opportunity is now there for Roschon Johnson to stay claim to this at least a half and half arrangement with Herbert when he comes back. Herbert has been too good to just push him to backup status when he does return. But Johnson really, if you have him on your bench, now you're going to be able to use him in the next couple of weeks. Who do you think is going to get a lot of touches on the Lions? What's his name? Help me out. Not Khalif Raymond, the other guy. Oh, Josh Reynolds. Josh Reynolds is a fairly decent receiver. So I think he's going to have he's going to lead this team in targets outside of Laporta, who I think Laporta is going to really be used heavily today. Jerome Ford for Jameson. I don't know what that's. I don't know what that deal is about, Mark. I don't know either. What kind of trades are you going to take for DJ Moore and Khalil Herbert? Wide receiver, running back trades. Current wide receiver is Wilson, Flowers, Olave. Well, I mean, if you want to trade for DJ Moore or entertain for DJ Moore, I see what you're saying. I wouldn't trade DJ Moore. Like, I wouldn't. And Khalil Herbert, you're not going to get anything now because he's injured. So I would hold on to DJ Moore. Like, they've unlocked something, right? There's something. It's working. Whatever this new strategy that they're using, for lack of a better term, it's working now for DJ Moore. Hey, Arthur, how are you? What's up, boss? Bench Pitts, pick up Ertz or Conklin? Ertz. I would definitely pick up Ertz. I think it's a good matchup for him. Monty's going to get 1 million touches. I think David Montgomery is going to get 25 touches today, at least. Olave or Ridley, rest of season? Olave. Got to go Olave. Been very disappointed on Ridley. Maybe this drive he'll get something going. Should I start Tua or Richardson and Sanders, Jaleel McLaughlin? You got to go Sanders because I don't know how much work Jaleel McLaughlin's going to get, and they play later today. You got to go Tua. The Giants don't stop anybody. Now, there is a chance that they get blown out so quickly that Miami takes their foot off the pedal, but you have to go Tua. I think DJ Moore's a league winner. He could be. Josh Jacobs was the epitome of a league winner. So Jacobs was like a 5th-round pick last year because he played in that Hall of Fame game, and everybody panicked, and they thought they were showcasing him. I fell for that myself. So that's possible. I'm going Higbee. Rise above. I'm going Higbee. Eagles do not defend the tight end well. This is a good matchup for them. I think this is going to be a very high-scoring game. The Eagles' defense hasn't been as good as it they traditionally have been. So the Jags starting this drive deep in their territory. Buffalo's got to step up here now. Like, get a 3 and out. They can't get off the field. I mean, they have a ton of injuries. I get it. And a false start for the Jags. There's a lot of injuries there, but come on, let's go. And if you're a Trevor Lawrence owner, you need that second touchdown today. Like, he's been frustrating because he's been in that 17 to 19 fantasy point game. He's capable of more than that. We'll do. And Deion Dawkins has an ankle injury now for the Bills. I mean, everybody's getting hurt in this game. Sanders or Jaleel? Yeah, so I said Sanders over Jaleel McLaughlin for sure, 100%. So Travis Etienne, this is like the 3rd week in a row for him that he's just not running the football that well. Zay Jones is. I guess Zay Jones is hurting Calvin Ridley today more than Kirkwood because Kirk's getting the starter snaps now. Zay Jones is the complimentary guy, whereas they reversed that in the opener. How good? I tell you what, Christian Kirk is looking like a league winner because he was like a 6th, 7th round pick, right? Because everybody wanted Ridley, myself included. Christian Kirk has balled the hell out since week 2. Breida or Edwards? God, I'm going to have to go Edwards. I can't recommend any Giant, and I'm a Giant fan, guys. Josh Reynolds and Wan'Dale Robinson. I'm going Josh Reynolds. I don't think it's a bad option, actually, Rain, because Josh Reynolds at least has some ability. And the Bills' defense is starting to get a little geeked up now. They really got the Jags hemmed in here. Most of my players were on the bye. Yeah, me too. My 4-0 team is looking good today. I'm not really hit heavy on the bye, but my 3-1 team is really hurting. I'm probably going to drop to 3-2, and that's frustrating. Flex London or McLaughlin. Man, I guess you'd have to go London, even though that Falcons offense, I don't even want to talk about it anymore because it's just like the same shit every single week with this Falcons offense. It's such a joke. You're welcome, Tony. I'm always going to be streaming for you guys. Start Wilson or Burrow. Burrow. Listen, the Jets are stoked for this game because of what happened. Oh, wow. All right. So the Bills, they threw a fucking flag. You got to be kidding me, though. There is literally a flag on every single play in this game. I can't watch this shit. I just can't. I hate football like this. I hate it. Pass interference. Give me a break. What was I saying? I'm going to go Burrow because the Jets defense is legit. They're really good. I can't believe the Bills. I got to get Josh Allen back on this field. Christ almighty. Would you drop Perine for Rivers or Mason? No, I probably wouldn't. Russell Wilson has played better, but the Jets, like I said, they're coming in very motivated. Was that pass interference, honestly? Is that what the call was? I have it on mute, guys. Was it? I didn't see the replay that well. They can't stop. They cannot stop the Jaguars today. I traded Kirk and James Cook for Watson and Kmet. At least Kmet has panned out. Yeah, Kirk's hurting you a little bit, Mark, but James Cook is not exactly doing anything. Oh, I see what the call is. All right, they're showing it again. Was that a blow to the head? Although that looked like it was his shoulder, wasn't it? Yeah, man, is that what they called? He hit him in the shoulder. I don't know. This is absolutely insane, and this is just not football to me. I'm sorry. Injury report coming out in about a minute, so we'll get the confirmation about and Travis Etienne ripping off a big run on the left side, so he's getting going now. Did he go to the tent? Lex, I think he's still out there, Ridley, right? Or is he being checked on? They probably. I would imagine they would take a look at him. Is he still on the field, though? I didn't see him, guys. Let me know if you saw Calvin Ridley still out there. Kirk is out there. I mean, listen, Christian Kirk this year to me is like Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf last year when we all faded him. You haven't seen him out there? Yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay. I have it on. I had actually streaming the game right now. Ooh, that looked ugly. Lawrence gets tackled. All right, and he seems like he's okay. That looked, his left leg looked like he buckled a little bit there. I mean, listen, the Bills, I know they're shorthanded defensively, and then this is a tall order against a really good Jags defense. But and they're at the part of the field too, where they're probably going to go for it, I would imagine, if they get stopped. Anyway. So, all right, 11:30, we're going to be getting all the alerts now coming down for the injury report. The afternoon, we have to take a look about Javonte Williams. Bad snap. This is getting ugly. Is this a fumble? This is getting really ugly right now, this game. Where is Hamlin? He's been cleared to play. Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know what the deal is, what they're doing with Damar Hamlin. It was a nice story. I mean, how ridiculous was that he wasn't out there for the opener? I mean, coming back from literally dying on the field, and they resuscitate the guy, and he's not out there for the opener. I mean, what a joke was that? If Urshan plays next week, he's a must-start. Yeah, yes, he is. I think he is. I think Urshan Johnson absolutely is a must-start. All right, Jordan Howard, Paulson Adebo active today. James Hurst. All right, that's just minor news. We don't care about that. 3rd and 36. Yeah, I figured they would just run a draw here. All right, so the Bills are going to get the ball back. If you're betting on this game and you got the Jags at 5.5, it might be getting a little dicey now. The momentum seems like it's shifting. Got Josh Reynolds starting. He's questionable. He should be playing. Yeah, Josh Reynolds should be playing. He did a full allotment of reps in practice on Friday, so there's no issue with Josh Reynolds today. So we're kind of doing a fantasy cast today this morning, guys, too. So that's good to see. Yeah, I really need to get Josh Allen back on the field. And listen, if I think he's at 12 fantasy points right now. That is a really bad. All right, so Amon-Ra St. Brown officially inactive, and so is Jahmyr Gibbs. So. I mean, not a surprise. Now you could just make some move, and there's another flag. Wow, what do you know, guys? Another flag. So you could put Amon-Ra St. Brown now on the injured spot. Laramie Tunsil and Titus Howard. Right, we don't care about blockers. The 2 TDs. Yeah, listen, when you have your fantasy quarterback each week needs to get you two touchdowns, right? That's like the bare minimum. Especially if he's a pocket passer, he needs to get 2 touchdowns. Like that's usually the bare minimum of what you need there. Do you think Devontae Adams plays? Yeah, I think he will play. It's a little scary with him too. And this is the week where we really can't afford to have these injuries, right? I mean, we have so many guys are on a bye. It's just very, very frustrating when you have injuries on top of players being on the bye. So that's really just not what you want to see there. So, the Bills are absolutely killing themselves with these penalties. Like, it's just an absolute joke that they can every special teams play, they're getting a flag thrown on them. Like, I just don't understand it. Tyler Bass killing me. Yeah, he's but and OBJ officially active today, so Beckham is in there today. Listen, he's not even worth using anyway. Really, no, he's not been ruled out. I think they were taking a look at him. I haven't gotten any alerts on that. It was a heavy hit though, for sure. He looked, and Jonathan Taylor officially active. So Jonathan Taylor is active today. This is what we anticipated all along. I'm looking forward to seeing how he does. Listen, he's like a trade acquisition for your team. You've been holding him for 4 weeks. Not ideal because you can't, this is one of your top picks, right? In both of my leagues, he went in like the 3rd round. But now I think this is the right setup for him. And this Colts team, as long as Richardson can continue to progress, and he's played really well to this point, then this team could do things. I took the Colts with the points. That was one of my 5 picks this week. As a home underdog to the Tennessee Titans, I just didn't see that value there. All right, Calvin Ridley being evaluated for a concussion. So there it is. That just came down, guys. You know how that goes, right? And when there's any sort of doubt, they're not going to put him back in the game. So Calvin Ridley being looked at for a concussion, 50-50 proposition. He comes back, but we're in the third quarter now. They might just play it safe. All right, we got a $5 super chat from Powerhouse. Thank you, Powerhouse. I really appreciate that. It does help with the channel a lot. Lamb, a good play today. How about the 49ers defense? Last question. Roschon, a good fantasy play. Roschon is a very good fantasy play the rest of the season, no doubt about it. I think Lamb is good today. The 49ers defense is the legit, right? I think that they're stronger against the run than the pass because that defensive line is ferocious. So I do think that they're going to need him today, CeeDee Lamb. So yes, I do think he's a good play. I have him in one league, so I'm happy about him. 49ers defense is also a good play because Dak Prescott, when he plays these kind of defenses, tends to self-destruct, right? He tends to throw interceptions. He hasn't been that good this season. Really, even last year, he may not even just be that good anymore, right? I mean, he's lost a lot of his athleticism. Josh Allen airing it out. Yes, there we go. All right, needed that. And Stephon Diggs. You just cannot deal with Stephon Diggs. Like, he's 30 years old. He's getting up there, but he is on top of his game. But yes, Powerhouse, I agree with everything. Lamb is a good play. Roschon Johnson has a chance now to do what DeAndre Swift did to Kenneth Gainwell, take advantage of an opportunity opening up. All right, so Calvin Ridley cleared to return. So right up to the minute updates, he is cleared to return. He passed the concussion test. So Calvin Ridley will be out there the next series, so you can breathe a sigh of relief. Powerhouse, thank you for that super chat. I really appreciate that. How do you get injury alerts from? And John, that's a secret. So I can't share that information in case people in my league are watching. Actually, I know people in some of my leagues tune into this, so I'm going to keep that a secret. But Calvin Ridley is back on the sideline with his helmet on. He will return to the game. I'm going to fall to 3-2 probably, unless Josh Allen can get his shit together the rest of this game. Like starting with this drive. If he would have aired that ball a little bit out more, Diggs probably could have taken it to the house. Calvin Ridley is back. So at least that's a good sign for you. Oh God, who just dropped that? Gabe Davis. Come on, man. What do they do on a concussion test? I'm not exactly sure what they do. I'm, ask him a series of questions. I do know that they ask a series of questions and then they talk about a couple other things, evaluate his eyes, whatnot, and then they repeat those questions a few minutes later. Saquon Barkley is not playing today. He's inactive. I'm not releasing any information on my sources, guys. But I do have sources. Let's just put it that way. I've made some friends. So let's just leave it at that. Come on, Allen, please. God. Come on, dude. He could have ran for a first down. Fucking A. I'm getting so frustrated right now. You have no idea. And there's decline, a penalty, another penalty. So this is me going on tilt with one of my fantasy players shitting the bed today. Ramondre Stevenson active. That was just a horrible pass too. Come on, dude. I'm trying to move Gibbs sleeper, but he has listed as doubtful. That should change soon. I think so. So now the Bills punting again. So asking these teams to fly across the country, it just doesn't work. I'm sorry, guys. It just doesn't work. I had a feeling this was going to happen today as a Josh Allen owner. I really just had a feeling he was going to be bad today just because of the time change. And the Jaguars were going to be firing on all cylinders because they've already been out there for the entire week. So, it is what it is. Matthew Berry's under the desk. Listen, Matthew Berry is the GOAT, right? I think we can all agree Matthew Berry is a GOAT. I don't know if anybody ever read Matthew Berry's book. It's actually really good. There's somebody who literally made it his goal to work in fantasy for his whole life, and he made it happen. And anybody, he was in the Avengers for God's sakes too, right? My God. And anybody who's ever looked up or seen Matthew Berry's wife, holy shit, do yourself a favor and look her up. Like, she's totally out of his league, but hey, props to him. I mean, he everything's come up smelling like roses for Matthew Berry, no doubt about it. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump out, watch the rest of this game. I'm just really frustrated right now. So tune in the rest of the day. I'm going to have those instant injury updates. Live stream tonight to wrap everything up. I will see all of you then. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the support, and I will chat with all of you later. Have a great day.